Okay, the next topic from the chapter wind storms and cyclones is thunderstorms and cyclones. So in this video we are going to discuss only about thunderstorms. Okay, so let's begin then. Thunderstorms. So you see, during a storm, we hear a loud sound, right? During a storm which brings heavy rain, we hear a very loud sound, right? Which is known as what? Which is known as thunder. Okay, this thunder comes from the clouds, right? And we also see bright flashes of lightning as well. We see lightning. Okay, during the storm we hear a very loud sound known as thunder which comes from the clouds, and we also see bright flashes of lightning as well. Okay, so what is thunderstorm actually? A storm with thunder and lightning is called thunderstorm, simply. Okay, it is the storm with thunder and lightning. Okay, and this thunderstorm is accompanied by heavy rains. It is accompanied by heavy rains and hail. Okay, and what? Hail. Heavy rains and hail. HAIL. So what is the hail? These are the pellets of frozen ice or ice falling in showers from the clouds. Okay, a thunderstorm is accompanied by heavy rains or sometimes with hail. Okay, this thunderstorm is generally produced by the dark clouds. It is produced by the dark clouds which form at low altitude in the atmosphere, and this thunderstorm develops in hot and humid tropical areas. Hot and humid tropical areas. Okay, like India. So thunderstorm develops in India very frequently. Why? Because the heat of the tropical area warms up the air. The heat of the tropical area warms up the air, and this air will rise up. Okay, warm air will rise up, and the humidity provides the humidity of the tropical areas provides the water vapor. Okay, for the formation of clouds. The humidity provides the water vapor for the formation of clouds. Okay, the heat of the tropical area warms up the air, and this warm air rises upwards to in the atmosphere, means warm air rises upwards. Okay, making it rise up, whereas the humidity provides the water vapor for the formation of clouds. Okay, humidity. Clear? So let's see what is given in your book. Thunderstorms develop in hot, humid tropical areas like India very frequently. Okay, the rising temperatures produce strong upward rising winds. Okay, the rising temperature means the heat of the tropical areas provides what? The heat of the tropical areas provides the air to rise up. See, if the land surface, if the area gets heated up, then the air which is above this land or above this area will rise up. The air will rise up, the warm air will rise up. Okay, so this warm air when it rises up, it will carry the water droplets upwards, because water droplets is also present in the atmosphere, right? So the rising temperature produce strong upward rising winds. Okay, the rising temperature produce strong upward rising winds. That means if the region gets heated up, then the air which is above this region will rise up, because it is warm air now, so it will rise up. So these winds carry water droplets upwards. When the warm air rising upwards, then the water droplets which is present in the atmosphere, the water vapor which is present in the atmosphere will also be taken upwards, where they freeze the water droplets will now freeze to form clouds upwards. Okay, so these winds carry water droplets upwards where they freeze and fall down again. Okay, when the water droplets will go to form the clouds, because it will cool down, right, it will condense, the water droplets will condense when they reach above. When they form the clouds, they will condense, right? So the water droplets again fall down in the form of rains. Okay, in the form of rains they will again fall down. Okay, so this is water cycle only, right? So this swift movement of falling water droplets along with the rising air create lightning and sound. Okay, when the warm air rises upwards, when the warm air rises upwards, and when the rain falls down, and when the rain falls down, this happens continuously during the storm. Okay, this happens continuously during the storm. When the warm air rises upwards and when the rain falls down, then there is a friction between them. Okay, the swift movement of the falling water droplets along with the rising air create lightning and sound. So when this rising air and the cool rain comes in contact with each other, then there will be formation of lightning, or there will be creation of lightning and sound. So this event we call a thunderstorm. Okay, you will read about lightning in higher classes. You will get to know about thunder and lightning more in class 8. Okay, so understood this? So if a storm is accompanied by lightning, we must take the following precautions. Some of the precautions to be taken during a thunderstorm. Okay, so remember, a thunderstorm is always accompanied by lightning, and this lightning is a giant electric spark. Okay, when lightning strikes the earth, it can kill people also. Okay, it will also damage buildings. Okay, so we should take the following precautions during a thunderstorm to protect ourselves from lightning. Okay, so let's see what are the precautions to be taken here. See, the first one: do not take shelter under an isolated tree. If you are in a forest, take shelter under a small tree. Do not lie on the ground. Okay, see, first of all, what is written here: do not take shelter under an isolated tree. Why? Because an isolated tall tree is more likely to be hit by lightning due to its nearness to the clouds. So we should take shelter under a small tree. Okay, next, do not take shelter under an umbrella with a metallic end during lightning. Okay, because metallic end of umbrella may act as a conductor. Metallic end, you know that metals are good conductors of heat and electricity, right? So the metallic end of umbrella may act as a conductor for lightning and can harm us. Okay, so we should not take shelter under an umbrella with a metallic end. Okay, you can take the plastic end, plastic umbrellas are also there. Okay, third one: do not sit near a window. Okay, during lightning. And open garages, storage sheds, metal sheds are not safe places to take shelter, right? Understood? Next, fourth point: a car or a bus is a safe place to take shelter. Okay, because its metal body can conduct lightning to earth safely without harming us. Okay, if we sit inside a car or a bus, okay, it is very safe place to take shelter during lightning. Why? Because it is made up of metal, right? So because of its metallic body, it can conduct lightning to the earth safely, because the car is in contact with the ground, right? It is in contact with the earth. So when a lightning hits on the metallic body of the car, it can conduct lightning safely to the earth without even harming us. Okay, last, if you are in water, get out and go inside a building. Okay, so if we are in water, say in a swimming pool or in a beach, then we should get out of the water and go inside a building. Clear? So that's all you have understood about thunderstorm. Okay, so in the next video we'll continue the chapter from how a thunderstorm becomes a cyclone. Okay, so yes, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.